Okay then, so the Ecolaccord Plus, what are the unique selling points for the patients more of than the other products on the market at the moment?
Okay, for the patient, it's great because they can get back to their everyday activities a lot faster than other treatment options. They can get back to doing rehab. They can start rehab virtually from day one, such that the amount of time it takes them to get back to driving, back to work, is a lot shorter, so that they can do the same.
Right. And what about for the surgeon, the way that you've collaborated with Medcom, and it's, well, tell us a bit about the collaboration with Medcom, about the animations that you use, and how does that benefit the surgeon?
Well, for the surgeon, I mean, the benefits of the product is that it's easy to use, but the difficulty with the surgeons is obviously training the surgeon, so it makes it an easy to use product. Previously, we've only had paper versions of technique manuals which the surgeon reads to understand how to use the product. But with the collaboration with Medcom producing animations and videos for us of the surgical technique, it allows the surgeon to watch those on the computer and understand in a lot greater detail how the product is implanted, such that when he goes into theatre and uses the product, he's got a lot better understanding of how to do the operation.
Right, great. And on the same lines as collaboration, why do you think it's important for such collaboration in healthcare in general?
Well, I think it's important because there's no one company's out there who have all the skills to put these sort of products together. Our main skills as a company, product design, development, manufacture, but we don't have the in-house skills to produce all these nice animations. You could buy that in, you could go out and recruit people to do it, but it's not cost effective. So we need to go to the experts and get experts such as Medcom to do these animations for us, and they can do it a lot better than we can.
Good. So have you learnt a lot from each other during the process, do you think?
Yeah, we've learnt how difficult it is to do animations, such that we want to not even try doing those in the future. But yes, we've learnt a lot of how the process works. This is the first time we've done animations and video to support our products in such detail, and the results are very good, but it does take a long time. So it's getting to grips with the amount of information we need up front to make sure that we're presenting Medcom with the whole picture, so we can do the process of producing these animations and videos as effectively as possible.
And they'll probably get easier as time goes on.
I'm sure they will, yeah. The next one we do with them, I'm sure it will take half the amount of time it's taken to do this one.
Great. And do you think it's important for collaboration that you work with local companies for the local economy and whatnot?
It is. It's a lot better working with a local company, just from the point of view of trying to get the product out. It's so much easier having a company which is only 20-30 miles down the road, so it makes it easy to go visit. Obviously in the industry at the minute, it is easy to pick up a phone or send an email, but it's nothing like face-to-face communication, and that makes it so much easier being local. And it is great to know that you're supporting local companies rather than supporting companies whether they be a long way away in the UK or even abroad.
Absolutely. What's been the feedback so far then from the Ecolaccord Plus? Have you had feedback from surgeons?
So far, yeah, we've had a few surgeons looking at the product, and they've been involved as well with the process of putting the animation and video together, and they've been, from what they've seen so far, really happy with the animation and the video. They've been involved with the script writing and editing the script to make sure that the voiceover on the animation and video is correct, so the surgical procedure and animation are good representations, well, exact representations really of what happens in theatre when these guys are putting them in. But, we're in the process, about halfway through at the minute, of putting these animations and videos together, and the surgeons will get a final review as well of the products before we actually ship them out to help train the surgeons.
So do you think that collaboration with academia as well as industry is important with the expertise of surgeons?
It is, yeah. I mean, we obviously have a good understanding within the company of how these products are put in, but none of us are surgeons, so we don't know the tips and tricks really of actually getting inside the patient and how the exact feel of how these products are put in. So you do need the surgeon's feedback. The surgeons are a very important part of the process, and without them you probably won't get an animation or video which is truly reflective of real life.
And I'd imagine they quite enjoy doing it as well, if they're benefiting both you and the patient.
They do, yes. Yeah, they're very forthcoming with their time and expertise to help us put these products together and put the training together such that other people can use them as easy as possible.
So what's your next step now then? When's the launch of the product? Are you hoping, have you got an exact date or event that you're launching now?
Yeah, we launch it in November, start of November at the BOFAS meeting, which is a specialist meeting for foot and ankle surgeons. That's in the UK, and we'll be there with the new product, and we'll be telling the wider surgical community about it at that point. We do have a number of key opinion leaders, the surgeons that we go to get advice on the new products. And we have a number of surgeons implanting the device at the minute. And the feedback we've got so far from those surgeons is very good, and the results are looking good. So everything's on track now for the launch in November.
Brilliant. Could I ask you, in terms of the collaborative angle and actually working together with other regional companies, what sort of benefit do you think this sort of product can have on the regional economy?
Well, on the regional economy, I think obviously if we're working with companies throughout the process, that we're paying for expertise, and whether it be in the actual manufacture of the product or buying the materials or going through from the promotion of it, whether we're using PR people or companies such as Medcom to producing the actual documentation, training, literature. It's great to support the local companies and keep the money within the local economy rather than it going further afield.
And can I ask you to tell me sort of your opinion on the benefit of Medilink to this process? Well,
Medilink have been key in getting us face-to-face meetings with the expertise that we need to tap into to get the products out the door. As I say, as a company, we're great at the R&D, the development and manufacture of the product, but we haven't got the expertise to put in together the documentation which we need to sell the product. So we're looking at the graphic design, the animations that we're producing. So we need to go external to find that, and it's a big world out there, and knowing the right people and knowing who these companies are and the reputation of the companies takes a lot of effort to find that out. So it's great that we have somebody local like Medilink that we can approach, and they will point us in the right direction and give us good advice on which companies we should be using to get these facilities and skills.
Can I ask you, in the current climate, the current economic climate, how important do you think innovation is to Yorkshire and Humber's future?
Well, I think innovation is pretty important, whether it's the current climate or if it's in a good economy. Most companies really thrive if they're doing well in the innovation. If they're not bringing out new products and good products, then ultimately their profitability will probably dip. You need to be at the forefront of technology and developing new products as part of the general company plan to long-term company plan.